So you just received your brand new Fadar FD-70 6-head DTF printer, and it came in a huge crate. Hey everyone, I'm Gabriel with ImpactUSA, and welcome to today's first press episode of our FD-70 assembly. And to those who are feeling a little bit left out, yes, this process is the same for your 4 or 5-head configurations. So let's jump right into it. Printer has just arrived, and while wooden crate is great for shipping and making sure your printer arrives clean and safe, we need to set this guy up as quickly and efficiently as possible, because a printer just sitting around is money just out of reach. First, let's cut loose these ribbons, bust open the crate, and reveal what's inside. Now that it's open, we should be welcomed with an array of different pieces and parts. Inside the crate will be 2 legs with 2 feet and rollers on each side, 2 support brackets, 2 rod brackets, 3 rods, which include 2 rollers and 1 tension bar, a set of motors, your white ink agitator, and your ink housing unit, power cable, waste ink catch and bracket, RIP software, toolbox with cleaning supplies and screws, plug adapter, which may or may not be needed for you, and a data cable, which again may be an Ethernet cable or a USB cable, depending on your configuration you get. And of course, our printer. Now that we've made sure we have everything, let's assemble. First and foremost, you can see the legs stand on their own when we lower their feet, and now we can arrange them in the correct orientation. Cool pro tip, put the leg with the sensors on the left side when you're facing the sensor end. So being able to drop the feet and arrange the orientation will dramatically decrease the difficulty of assembling. Now, let's grab our first support bracket and attach it to both legs, which we can do by unscrewing the 4mm hex screws. There should be 4 on the back of each leg and 4 on the front of each leg. Once we unscrew all 16, we can attach our support brackets. Both brackets are identical, so it does not matter which one goes on which side. Once that's done, let's attach our rod brackets. Just like our support brackets, first we have to unscrew those 4mm hex screws, but this time from the inside of each leg. Then grab your rod brackets and attach them to their designated legs by screwing back in the 4mm hex screws, making sure we get both sides. Now let's slide in our stainless steel rods, which hold our motors and media. As we slide through our second rod, remember to attach the motors because they have a C-notch on one side and a fully enclosed hole on the other side. Sometimes it's easier to remove the plastic cap on the rod to squeeze it through the motor. Just remember to replace it at the end. From there, grab a few long screws from our toolbox to lock down the rods. Now we can slide apart our motors in preparation for film and snug them down in the back. To those wondering, the motor with the power cable should be on the right side. As you will see later, the printer has a nice little outlet for it. But before we move forward with the little extras, let's attach our tension bar. This one is pretty simple. On either side of the legs, there is a bracket for it. One side has the sensors, the other does not, but both have a set screw. Unscrew each, slide in the tension bar, and reattach each screw. In another video to come, we'll go over how to adjust that. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, comment what else you would like to see, and stay tuned for more. Now on the left leg of the printer, we have 2 screws we should just slightly unscrew. Grab our ink waste basket and slide it on because it has 2 notches for easily assembly. Then we screw it back down and attach our waste tank. Now I'm sure you're wondering, if you've seen it, what are those threads at the bottom of the legs? Well, that is for a white ink agitator. So let's go through on how to attach it. First, grab our agitator and set it somewhere sturdy. Here we set out a blanket and put it on top of our printer. And now let's unscrew all the screws around it. There should be about 7 in total. Once that is done, open the cover and reveal the 4 areas where you can push screws through to attach it to the assembly. So again, we're going to grab the short screws from our toolbox this time and use them to mount the agitator to the left leg where the threads are. Then attach the housing and don't forget to secure it back up with all 7 of its screws. Here we have some heavy lifting to do, so make sure to grab a few of the guys around the office to help you on this part. First, we want to start off by unscrewing the printer from the crate, grabbing the 2 lift bars provided in the crate and sliding them through the stand holding the printer, making sure they notch in so it doesn't slide around while you guys are lifting. Before you lift, let's identify a few things. 1, there are divots on the bottom of the printer and alignment pins on the top of the legs. Not only does this ensure proper alignment, but it prevents the printer from sliding off before you have the opportunity to lock it down. We need these to set together. So now that we know that, let's align and set onto those pins. You may require a fifth guy to talk you through the alignment process. Once it snaps in and is secure, remove the stand that the printer is currently attached to and use the screws from that stand to attach the printer to the new leg assembly on the bottom. Now the final piece we want to assemble is your ink housing with all your ink tanks. On the housing itself, we can see some notches for the screws and a hook near the rear that racks into the printer itself. So let's start by slightly undoing the screws on the printer, then grabbing our housing, racking it into the printer and sliding those notches below the screws and tightening them back down. And that's all. In a later video, we'll show you how to attach the lines for the ink, fill the tanks, along with setting the heads and charging the ink. So don't forget to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you like this content and hit the bell for more just like it. Comment what else you'd like to see. And I am Gabriel with ImpactUSA. Don't forget to keep it precise and press on. Peace.